Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, students. Sit down.
Yes,
How are
ma'am.
you all?
Fine.
Okay. So today, in today's class, we are going to start a new chapter. Okay? We are going to start a new chapter, but before beginning the chapter, I am going to show you an image. Okay? You have to see that image and answer me. What do you see there? Okay? Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please observe this image. What is this?
Ma'am, Parliament.
Yes, very good. This is the parliament, right? So, can you tell me where is it located?
New Delhi.
New Delhi. Very good. This is located in New Delhi. So, in today's chapter, we are going to discuss about how does the parliament act. As we all know, parliament plays a very important role in our lives, isn't it? It has certain roles, certain functions. So, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about all those things in a broad way. Okay. So, what is the title of our chapter? How does the parliament act? Please repeat after me.
How does the Parliament act?
Very good. How does the parliament act? So, as we know, this parliament has different roles and functions, but majorly it plays a very vital role. What is that role? It makes us our rules, our laws, our regulations. In our country, we have certain laws, rules, and regulations, right?
Yes.
So, Parliament, who makes those laws and rules and regulations? The members of the Parliament make those rules and regulations. So, Parliament is further divided into two houses. Okay. So, can you tell me what are those two houses?
Ma'am,
Yes.
Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Very good, Bhagyashree. Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha.
Yes.
So, Parliament is divided into two houses. One is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. You all know these two houses has two other names also. One is the lower house and the other is the upper house. Okay. Lok Sabha has a total number of 550 members. Okay, according to the Constitution of India, how many members the Lok Sabha has?
50 members.
550 members. But presently, in today's context, there are total of 545 members. Okay, and in the Rajya Sabha, there is a total of 245 members. Okay, that means there are 245 seats in Rajya Sabha and 550 seats in Lok Sabha. Okay, so Lok Sabha has a speaker. Now, who is this speaker? Who is this speaker? Anybody? Have you ever heard about the speaker? No. Okay. So, Lok Sabha, in today's class, we are going to discuss only about Lok Sabha. Okay, we are not going to Rajya Sabha today. We are going to discuss only about the Lok Sabha, and primarily we are going to discuss about the speaker. Okay, it's his role, his functions. We are going to stick to that in today's class. So, speaker, as we know, this Lok Sabha has 550 members in total. Okay, maybe presently there are 545 members. But speaker here plays a role of being a leader, or in common terms we can say speaker plays the role of a leader of this 550 members. Okay, so the role of this speaker is very much essential in the proceedings, in the functions of the parliament. Okay, so now Bhagyashree,
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to read the first two paragraphs of the chapter. And while Bhagyashree reads, I want all the other students to take out the pencil, because while she reads, I am going to ask you to underline certain important points. Okay? So are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please read, Bhagyashree.
Okay, the speaker. The the member of the Lok Sabha elect their speaker. They also elect a deputy speaker.
Okay, wait. Underline the members of the Lok Sabha elect their speaker. They also elect a deputy speaker. Okay, continue.
Who in the absence of the speaker presides over the sessions of the Lok Sabha. The speaker and the deputy speaker both perform this important function. These two officials can be removed by a vote of no confidence against them if the majority of the members vote against them.
Okay, wait, Bhagyashree. Everybody underline these two officials can be removed by a vote of no confidence against them if the majority of the members vote against them.
Both their officials get fixed salaries.
Okay, underline get fixed salaries.
Thus, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha enjoys a superior position to that of the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He can preside over joint sessions of both the Houses of Parliament, though normally he presides over the sessions of Lok Sabha.
Okay, wait, Bhagyashree. Everybody underline he can preside over joint sessions of both the houses of the Indian Parliament.
Both the above officials should be strictly impartial. Therefore, they stop attending the meetings of their political parties after they are elected as such.
Okay, thank you, Bhagyashree. Please sit down. And lastly, you underline officials should be strictly impartial. Therefore, they stop attending the meetings of their political parties after they are elected as such. Are you all done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, seeing the underlined points, you have to answer me few questions. Okay? So it's already there in the book. You just need to refer to the book and answer me. Okay? So first question is, who elects the speaker and the deputy speaker?
Ma'am.
Yes.
The member of the Lok Sabha elect the speaker and the deputy speaker.
Very good. And then my second question is, how can they be removed?
And they can be removed by a vote of no confidence against them if the majority of the members vote against them.
Yes, very good. And then what are the functions?
Number one function is he can preside over joint sessions of both the Houses of Parliament.
Yes.
And the second is officials should be strictly impartial.
Yes.
And stop attending the meetings of their
Yes.
political parties after
Yes.
this.
Very good. So these are the functions. So now what we have learned from the text is who elects the speaker. First of all, wait, let me rub the board. So now we are going to discuss about the powers and functions of the speaker. Okay. So speaker. Who elects the speaker of the and the deputy speaker? Now one more thing, who is the deputy speaker here? As we are discussing about speaker, but who is this deputy speaker? Deputy speaker is the one, suppose if the speaker is absent or he is ill or something, in his absence, the deputy speaker performs the functions of the speaker. Okay? So now, who elects the speaker and the deputy speaker? He is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha, right?
Yes.
So the first point here comes is that the speaker is elected, speaker and both the deputy speaker, okay, is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha. And secondly, what is the second point? He can be removed. How can he be removed? By a vote of no confidence. Suppose if the speaker fails to perform his duties, his functions, his role in the parliament, then he can be removed. He is elected by these members and he can be removed by the members of the Lok Sabha by a vote of no confidence. Okay? And then, so he can be removed by a vote of no confidence. Okay? And then third important point is they get fixed salaries. Okay? They have a fixed salary for their entire term. Okay? Third point is fixed salaries. fourth it comes the, now comes the major functions. So the major functions that speaker and the deputy speaker does is that they presides over the meetings of the Lok Sabha. Okay, they presides over the meetings of the Lok Sabha, primarily Lok Sabha, but they also preside over the meetings of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, what does this mean? Presides over the meeting means whenever there is a meeting among the members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, then he becomes the leader of that meeting. He used to guide them, he used to instruct them, and according to those instructions and guidance, the other members perform their duties. Okay, so that means the speaker is the fourth function comes as the, he presides over the sessions of both the houses. Okay, primarily he works he presides over the sessions of the Lok Sabha, but if it comes, then he presides over the sessions of both the houses. Okay, and then he enjoys a superior position because, as I said, he is the leader. I'm going to write here. Okay, as I said, he is the leader, so he enjoys a superior position. Okay, so fifthly, he enjoys a superior position. And then at last, what comes is that he needs to be impartial.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what does the word impartial mean?
Very good question. Impartial. Impartial here means to not favor any side or opinion. Okay. For example, let us suppose you and Astha are friends, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens? One day, suppose you both had a fight. Okay. You both had a fight, and then principal comes to know about the situation that you both had a fight. Now what happens? Suppose principal only punished Astha and spared you. Okay. Suppose you are a favorite student of the principal, and that's why he didn't punish you. He had punished only Astha. Okay. So that means principal is being biased towards Astha, is being partial towards Astha. So that is the opposite meaning of impartial. Okay. Here impartial is the opposite word of partial. Okay. So whenever a speaker is asked to be impartial, that means a speaker, before becoming a speaker, he is a part of a political party. Right? He is a part of a political party. Suppose he belongs to any BJP, Congress or anything. Okay. So once he becomes a speaker, then he has to be impartial towards all the ideologies, all the thinking, all the ideas of his or her political party. Okay, he cannot attend the meetings of his political parties. He cannot go and join any rally of that political party. So he has to remain impartial towards all his political ideas, political parties, and political proceedings. Okay. So the word impartial here means the speaker should not be biased towards any other political parties. Okay. Are you all clear about this word impartial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are the functions here? First function is the speaker is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha. Please repeat. Okay. I'll tell the point and you have to repeat after me. First point is elected by the members of the Lok Sabha.
Elected by the members of the Lok Sabha.
Okay. Then second is speaker can be removed by a vote of no confidence.
Speaker can be removed by a vote of no confidence.
Yes. And then third is the speaker and both the deputy speaker speaker get fixed salaries. Okay.
Speaker and the deputy speaker both gets fixed salaries.
Yes. And fourth is he presides over the sessions of both the houses.
He presides over the sessions of both the houses.
And fifth is he enjoys a superior position. Okay. What does the superior mean? Are you all clear with this? Superior means a higher position. Okay. Once when the position is respected, when it is honored, then we call it as a superior position. He is superior among all those 550 members. Okay. So he enjoys a superior position. Then the last point is he needs to be impartial.
He needs to be impartial.
Okay, are you all clear now with the functions of the speaker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's all for today.